William Regal returning to WWE next month. Plus, the reason behind Regal's AEW departure seems to have been revealed, and a top AEW star is retiring next year. It's all in the wrestling news right now. He's away. He's off. There he goes. Off into the sunset. Go find your boy Paul. Find your boy Paul, Willie. Run, Willie, run. William Regal's done.
William Regal,
seems that
it's
way.
been the big news of the weekend, and it continues now because William Regal not only is done with AEW, but appears to be returning to WWE next month, according to PW Insider, who say that they are told he is finalizing a new deal with WWE and is currently expected to officially start after the new year. As PW Insider previously reported, he is returning for a backstage role.
That is going to be a great fit for William Regal. I know that ever since Triple H took power in WWE, there have been lots of conversations about how Regal fits in with all this. Sort of, it's like a bit of an elephant in the room because Regal and Triple H have been friends for many, many years, like close buddies for many years. And Regal kind of addressed it on the Gentleman Villain podcast where he said, like, we don't really talk about business. Like, I know he's doing his thing and I'm doing my thing, and he respects that I'm doing my thing, but we'll get to where we are right now. Fightful Select say we don't have any details on the unusual length of the AEW deal that he had from back in March or any of the provisions associated. There was some scuttlebutt heading into the weekend about almost like a Triple H get out clause in Regal's contract.
The intrigue in that story was off the charts.
In this, yeah, I know, right?
I still don't know what's real.
It was in the sense of if Triple H takes charge of WWE, you can go back, which is up there with like, you can get your millions from the inheritance if you stay in that spooky castle for a night.
And then it led to people saying, well, hang on, if that's true, then how did they know Triple H would take charge? The Vince stuff must have been a leak from within the inside. But we don't know how much of that is actually true, but it was an amazing time when that story was floating around last week.
Wheels within wheels within wheels. A WWE source says they are not surprised, this is according to Fightful still, that William Regal is heading back. Triple H was, quote, very unhappy that Regal was let go in the first place. NXT sources had long told Fightful that William Regal was considered a lifer with that brand specifically, something that Triple H mentioned to us once. Those in WWE expect him to resume an advanced role similar to the one that he had before, building on what Jack said about PW Insider reporting the backstage role, an advanced role which was similar to the one that he had before. However, this was not confirmed.
Wow.
I think any position behind the scenes for Regal within WWE feels like a good fit.
Of course.
I think so.
I think as well, maybe he'll take back some secrets from AEW and he can say here's how to counter program these other lads. I don't know.
Here's some word from the front line.
Yeah.
Quite possibly. Now, there'll be a lot of people who are AEW fans who are upset with Regal's decision to go back that way. You know, many thinking, well, hang on, they mistreated you. You should stay here and work and cultivate with our talent like you seem to be. Justin LaBar from Busted Open Radio adds this where he says, what I'm picking up is Regal is done with AEW and back to WWE soon. He is close with Triple H, but also his wisdom and coaching were not appreciated or received the way you think by some in AEW who feel they have a 6-figure multi-year deal and Regal's advice is behind times or beneath them.
Wrestling's an industry built on tradition, Tom, and wisdom.
These comments have been since rebuked by Brian Pillman Jr. on Twitter, which I saw before we came in today, where he said, look, I don't know where you're getting this from. I'm not saying that not everybody feels this way, but normally when Regal and Brian were doing drills in the ring, there was a lot of people there watching.
So Brian Pillman Jr. kind of came out, I'm paraphrasing here, but he did 2 tweets and they almost contradicted each other exactly. So the first one said that, what you've said there, which the first tweet in response to Justin LaBar said, listen, Justin, I know you've got to report the news, but I think this is wrong. And lots of people would be hanging on Regal's every word backstage when he was giving advice. Again, paraphrasing, check the tweets to find the exact wording. But the next one said, and I'm not saying that it's 100% not accurate. Sometimes it would only be me and 2 other people listening, but I enjoyed it because we weren't having to share Regal. I'm like, well, you've just, have you kind of confirmed it then there? I don't know. It's an odd one. It was an odd thing to say. I know that what he's done, I guess, is made it a bit more realistic, where he said, look, you can't be expecting Regal to have held court every week and everyone to have sat under his learning tree. You know, he's brought a touch of realism to it, I think.
Yeah, like how dare you not run and sit around Regal's learning tree every single day. Now, take this with a pinch of control your seasoning. EC3 has spoken with the Wrestling Outlaws, and he said that Regal wasn't enjoying his time in AEW. So this is a quote from EC3. When he went over to AEW, the word was, he said, quote, "I immediately regret this decision. That's very much a maturity issue here within management."
That's why EC3 says that he heard Regal said.
He said, she said.
Right.
Boop, boop.
So we've got EC3 saying Regal was unhappy with the decision to go over there. It's an immature place full of babby men.
Take it as you will.
That last bit I may have thrown on the end.
You said no. He did say babby men. Did say babby men. I think there'll be more that comes out about Regal's tenure in AEW. I think for the whole, you guys talked about it on the podcast on Friday.
Yes.
I think on the whole, it was a strong run. I enjoyed the Blackpool Combat Club. Like many things in AEW, I feel like there were opportunities missed to really get into the wheels, into the weeds with it. But whether or not that would have been something down the line, it certainly felt like they were turning a corner with it. And now he's gone.
I feel like he almost did like a gap year.
Yeah, that's a good shout, actually.
Or like, is it going to be looked back on like when Robert De Niro did Meet the Parents? And it's like, he's this great, respected actor, but also he can do other things. He can do a bit of that, and now he's back to, I don't know. Was it Robert De Niro? It's been years. Yeah.
I kind of thought he was good in Meet the Parents.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
He was good in the Rocky and Bullwinkle movie as well.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's the evil leader bloke. No.
Yeah. Look, sometimes you've just got to pay for a conservatory.
Oh my God.
So you take the gigs.
The Rocky and Bullwinkle movie. Wow.
More on the William Regal story. This is no doubt going to have...
Rocky finally flies. It's an emotional moment. And Dreamer by Supertramp's playing. Oh.
We knew he could do it.
Yeah, just he was the one who needed to believe.
Now, more Rocky and Bullwinkle based chat, plus more on the William Regal stuff throughout the day at cultaholic.com. Let's move on to...
It's got the girl in it from Coyote Ugly as well.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, can't fight the moonlight.
I thought that the CGI in that was really good.
For the time, maybe?
For the time being, yeah, I quite like this sort of cel-shaded style.
Oh, man.
Get on with the wrestling talk.
Sorry,
I'm
enjoying the Rocky and Bullwinkle chat.
Sorry, Ryan. Right. So there's two wrestlers who are saying farewell.
Yes.
Let's talk Mike Bucci.
Mike Bucci, the formerly known, of course, as ECW's Nova, or as Hollywood Nova in the Blue World Order, or as Ross's favourite wrestler, Simon Dean. Ross really loves Simon Dean. I remember we did a question once where it was like, who's your guilty pleasure wrestler? And he was a big advocate for the Simon system, for Simon Dean generally.
I liked
it. It was great.
Well.
It was really good.
You gotta eat all those cheeseburgers.
Yes. So I think that Ross will be sad that Simon Dean's retiring, but he's had a good run.
Yes, indeed he did. He wrestled his final match this weekend, teaming with Aaron Stevens and Frankie Kazarian to face Pat Buck, Brian Myers, and Matt Cardona. After the match, Bucci gave an emotional speech and left his boots in the ring.
And you know what? And I don't want to throw shade on him after a wonderful career and a great retirement.
Better not.
He won the match. Go out on your shield, sir. Go out on your shield.
Get hit in the back of the head with knucks.
Yeah. No, wonderful career. And I'm happy that he's had a nice retirement and everything.
Another career coming to an end is that of Dustin Rhodes.
My word.
So Dustin's kind of teetered on the idea that, he's in the sunset years now. He appeared for Great Lakes Championship Wrestling this weekend and announced that this next year will be his final year in wrestling. You'll be able to hear Dustin's full announcement on the GLCW show Blizzard Brawl. It's going to be on the new sports streaming service, Premier Streaming Network. You'll be able to watch it on there, and then next year's his final year.
Dustin Rhodes is someone who I really, really hope has an amazing retirement match.
Yeah.
Like, it needs to be good. And unfortunately, the prime candidate I can think of would be Cody Rhodes to retire him. So, I mean, there's got to be loads of possible candidates out there. But
why unfortunate?
Well, because he's in the WWE.
Oh, that's right. And no one can ever be in AEW and go back to WWE ever.
Yeah, fair enough.
Not even an EVP. That'll never happen.
Oh, man. I just, it's sad, isn't it? Because Dustin Rhodes, I was fortunate enough to see that Cody match, and I've always since then felt an incredible gratitude towards Dustin Rhodes, because I'm like, he put on like maybe the best match I've ever seen live, and he was like 50, and I was blown away by him. I know now why they call him the Natural.
because he is a
What a
natural
guy, what a guy, man.
at the
What a guy.
wrestling.
Yes.
All the best for your final year in wrestling. And for the latest wrestling news throughout the day, you can check out cultaholic.com. Stay safe and love you. Bye.